I'd like to call on Dr. Cian ONeill, Head of the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies here in MTU.
Deputy Lord Mayor of the City, Councillor Canty, Lord Mayor of the County, Councillor Collin, my old friend and now the Chair of the MTU governing body, Jimmy Deanahan, a winner on and off the field. You're very welcome to Cork. President, Professor Cusack, I'm absolutely delighted here to represent my colleagues, Dr. Con Burns and the rest of the Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies Department. But more importantly, the community within MTU that I have seen over the course of the last 3 months that literally have rallied behind Jamie, behind Michael, and also Michael who can't be here today. And this amazing, amazing National Stuttering and Health and Wellbeing campaign. As someone who's been involved in different organisations, be it sporting, non-sporting, working in a fabulous institution like CIT and now MTU, I've seen campaigns, I've seen drives to promote whether it's equality, diversity, inclusion, whether it's our Healthy CIT, which is now a Healthy MTU organisation and campaign. I have seen nothing like the tsunami of effort, of ambition, of drive, of time consumption that Jamie and the two Michaels, as I've affectionately come to know you, and I know you don't mind me saying it that way, it's like the two Johnnies from Tip, but just different. But it's been inspirational. And in a world that I feel has ever more been driven by instant gratification, to actually see and learn about the travails, about the journey, about the challenges that you've all gone through, Michael and Jamie, it's amazing to see that you've brought that adversity-driven kind of focus that you've had to work your way through on your journey through life into this campaign. Because I think the notion of instant gratification would be, let's turn up today, let's say a few words, let's get a photo shoot, maybe a bit of camera with RTE, and sure, we'll be grand. You know, and then you move on to the next campaign and to the next photograph and the next photo shoot. But I think anyone who's ever been successful in any journey, it's important that there's a level of sustainability. I think there's a level of bringing people with you. You know, that old saying, if you want to go somewhere fast, go alone. If you want to go somewhere far, bring people with you. And I think you've done an amazing job with that. And on behalf of the Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies Department, we cannot support you, Jamie, as a graduate of our programmes, Michael, and also Michael for the amazing work you're doing. And we're incredibly proud of everything you're doing. I know Jamie personally, you know, the journey you went through once you came to CIT. For those who are not aware, in your role as head of department, when you've hundreds of students, unfortunately, in your former life as a lecturer, you know people on first name basis, you know their background, where they're from. You know, Con is an expert on that. Noel Collins, a former colleague who Jamie would have been very close with, similarly would have known all those backgrounds. As a head of department, you tend to know the outliers. The students who aren't achieving what they should be, and maybe there's an element of a chancery about them, and they come to your office for a chat, or you call them to your office for a chat. But then the other end, which are the amazing students that stand out for a variety of different reasons. And Jamie, that's how we came to know each other, you know, when we had our first conversations in second, third year when I got to know you. And Jamie had explained the challenges that he was going through, but more importantly, the support that he was getting from the department. And without provocation, he literally came to my office the first day I met him to tell me and to thank my staff for everything they're doing for him. And I actually took a sneaky peek at your academic profile this morning, Jamie. And it's amazing. And, you know, without going into scientific causality, you know, first year, I could see where your academic profile was. You started to develop in year 2, if you remember. And then year 3, once again, when you started to get the opportunities from Con and Noel in class. And we could just see this linear improvement in your academic profile. And not that that's the scientific outcome of all the work you've done in yourself, but I'm sure the confidence and the self-efficacy that you developed over developing your confidence, you know, in your speech, in your interpersonal skills, in your communication skills, was strongly reflected in your academics as well. So it just goes to show you, yes, that's an important aspect to it, but to me as a person on a human level, Jamie, you have developed, you have blossomed, you know, through all the work you have done on yourself and for yourself, but also as a consequence of the amazing people that have helped you along the way. So just to finish, we are very proud of you. We want to support you in every single way. Our department is not just about the sports programs, we also have education programs, and 2 modules stick out in my mind that I really want you to come and speak to my students this year, and they're actually education programs. We have a module in year 2 called Literacy and Numeracy in early childhood education and care. Perfect. We have a module that runs in early years and Montessori education called Equality, Diversity and Inclusion. Perfect. Michael, you're not getting away either. I want you there as well. But I can just imagine that very often our relationship is developed through the sports domain. I would love to see you guys meet our education students who perhaps might have the theoretical underpinnings, but maybe have never been exposed to the practical day-to-day challenges that people with stutters or any other challenges in their life face. So thank you all once again for your attendance here this morning and all your support. Con, as ever, as one of the key drivers of the department, thank you for everything you've done for Jamie and all our students. And on behalf of all of my department who are not here, I know they would love to be, and they salute you and they thank you for everything you're doing, Jamie. Thank you.